Welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ. This is a reading for Sagittarius for the season of Astronomical Fall, so the period between September 22nd and December 21st. The reading can apply to any area of your life, so always listen with an open mind and take the messages as they feel relevant for you. Okay? It's a reading for an extended period of time, so the messages may become relevant with time. You may want to come back to this reading in a couple of weeks to see how the relevance of the messages changed, perhaps. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to check out the reading for the collective. Some powerful energies there, so you may want to see how they blend with your message and whether they bring any additional clarity or guidance for you, okay? And remember, we will not be predicting the future for you, Sagittarius. We will be looking into the energetic potential of the fall season for you so that you can make the best of it, okay? So without further ado, let's start with some opening messages. Okay, this one doesn't want to go back to the deck. And then we will put some tarot cards for you. So, okay. You know what, 4 cards and none of them flip over, so I'll put them back into the deck. One more card, please. Thank you. Oh, accept the great invitation to dance. Transform life into play. Accept the great invitation to dance. Call in help to usher miracles into your life. Pray with faith. Okay, whatever prayer means for you. We're not discussing any specific religion here. So whatever prayer means for you, it can be being in nature, meditating, just enjoying time, rooting yourself with nature, as I said, right? So whatever prayer means for you, pray with faith. Call in help to usher miracles. So call in that higher help, right? Primarily. But it can also be for some of you about calling in help of your friends, okay? If you are in need. Accept the great invitation to dance. Transform life into play. It's like something almost miraculous or very unexpected is happening in your life in the fall season that is metaphorically called in this card, this great invitation to dance. It can be everything, but it feels a little, well, adventurous, carrying the vibe of unknown, maybe a little risky. I'm not sure if it's the right word, but it's like it's accepting the great invitation to dance can be, for example, accepting a job offer that is unusual for you, maybe participating in creating a new business, okay, whatever that is. It's like this invitation to dance means to allow yourself to be like carried away by the vibe, by the music, by the wave, okay? So take part in something that that can be an adventure. Transform life into play. So adventure and having fun. Again, it can be in any area of your life. But it brings that fun energy. I'm very peaceful with that whale, right? Saying, oh, he's like enjoying his moment. He's absolutely calm. There's no stress. His eyes are closed. He's smiling. He's like relaxing in the moment, right? So perhaps approach that invitation to dance with grace. Don't run away. Okay? Maybe something really unexpected. Oh, maybe your reaction like to a surprise. And this call in help, but this feels very peaceful as well, right? With that picture here, it's there's a road, it goes into the mountains. It also feels with an adventure, but there's a long distance, so it's something impacting your long-term future, something that will be a long-term thing in your life. So this dance, whatever it is, or perhaps even like forever. Maybe it's a life long thing. Okay, so let's put some tarot cards for you and see how Sagittarius, how they present themselves in the fall season. But with that whale, it really feels very relaxed. It's almost like you're chilled out. You don't stress, don't create bad scenarios. It's like you're not projecting your fears, but actually this great invitation to dance comes and you gracefully say, oh, I am a little surprised, but I accept it. It's like it really makes me feel good for you. How Sagittarius present themselves in the fall season. This deck is always making me work, but I prefer to allow the cards to jump out the deck, or at least like if they don't want to go back into the deck, then that's the card I want to take. I try not to pull out cards on my own unless I'm really drawn to a specific card, because I want to avoid pulling out cards that are meant for me. Okay, so you got 3 cards here. Let's start with the first one that showed up. You have the 3 of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Swords, the Fool. Beautiful. That is your great invitation to dance. That's the moment you accept it with the Fool. And you have Justice. Beautiful. 2 major arcanas. As I always say, major arcanas never show up to speak of ordinary stuff. They show up to speak of extraordinary things in our life. So you have 2 major arcanas, including the first one with the Fool. There's a beautiful new opening available for you, and something that you deserve with the Justice, something that you worked on. It's like a reward, well-deserved reward. It's your justice, provided that you accept this great invitation to dance. It may be an offer of love, maybe someone, you know, that you may consider giving a chance, whatever. Again, that invitation to dance will be different for everyone, but by accepting it, but by allowing yourself to dance, you can transform your life into play. So bring more fun. Maybe if this is an actual person, as I said, then that connection, that relationship, maybe a friend, doesn't have to be a romantic partner, will bring a lot of happiness, playfulness, joyfulness into your life. Whether it's a job, the same, or a hobby, or an opportunity for travel, an adventure, like a journey with this sticker, right? So again, there are limitless possibilities. As many viewers of this reading, as many possible messages, right? But whatever, or as many possible invitations to dance, I should say. But that's an opportunity for a beautiful, happy, chilled out adventure, if you allow yourself to accept it. With the 3 of Cups, that's happiness, that's celebration with friends or in a group of like close people, family. This is partying. It can also be like a third-party situation, or 3 people involved in a relationship, okay? But in this case, I only feel this with that energy of celebrating with close friends, but also having like a support circle, a circle of close people that support you, that you feel secure with, like a safe place. That's what I think. So see, they're dancing, the 3 of them. Accept the great invitation to dance. It may be accepting an offer to join some kind of organization, maybe work related, right? Join some kind of community, but it feels happy. It feels like a place where you belong. So again, if you only accept the great invitation to dance, with the Queen of Swords, you know, she sees through. This is someone you will not lie to, because they sense lie, they sense deception, and they cut off liars, those who try to be deceptive, right? With one firm cut of her sword. This is a master of communication, great communication skills. She may sometimes be perceived as a cold teacher of wisdom, right? So someone who, well, I wanted to say shares wisdom in a very direct way that may be perceived as harsh, but she always brings the truth, because she lives by the principle of truth. This is her highest value: truth, integrity, clarity, right? So she may be a cold teacher of wisdom, but she always says the truth, and people don't like the truth, right? She can make the sense of chaos. And I feel that you have that clarity that you need. To move forward, okay? But I was just thinking to maybe clarify this card for you. And maybe I will. Because, you know, the Queen of Swords, as every card in tarot, has many meanings. And in this particular case, it's not fully clear for me what she brings. Well, now it is. So the Lovers. Making choices based on love from the place of love. And with the Queen of Swords having absolute clarity, you know exactly what it is that you want. So the choice is clear for you. That's what the Lovers and the Queen of Swords says. You have the discernment that you need. To accept that invitation to dance. And also, you know what I just thought? Transform life into play. The Queen of Swords doesn't seem playful, really, right? She seems complete opposite to the Three of Cups and the Lovers card, right? So I think that's what the Queen of Swords is about. It's like, don't be too cold. You have the discernment, you have the clarity, you have a very strong mind. You are not afraid to pursue your truth, to fight for it, but allow yourself to be a little more playful. Don't be cold and like isolated, but allow yourself to be among like people, accept an invitation to a community, or not necessarily, it can be an accepting a relationship. So just one person, but don't isolate yourself. That's what it says. And allow yourself for a new beginning with the Fool. Be adventurous, be open, be spontaneous, okay? March to the beat of your own drum. So still follow your dreams, your principles, your values, but allow yourself to be maybe a little more frivolous, as I said, with the Queen of Swords. Don't be too stiff. Allow yourself to have fun. Let your heart guide you, but this is a new beginning. Be more adventurous. Don't be like the Queen of Swords makes me think of a person who really strictly follows the rules. I'm not saying break all the rules, but allow yourself to be more spontaneous. To not calculate all the risks. To allow yourself to pursue the unknown and not be afraid of it. Don't try to predict every outcome. Like the Queen of Swords is really diligent. She's far-sighted. Allow yourself to be more playful. Because that's what you deserve, and that's what you were working on. With the Justice, it's your deserved result. Maintain your ethical balance. So that's the Queen of Swords. But allow yourself, or other words, keep the balance between your ethical balance, okay, and your playfulness. Like, between following the rules strictly and being a little more adventurous. I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything like illegal or stuff. The Justice says still follow your values, right? But allow yourself to be a little more open, okay? Remember that every action has its consequences. So if you decide to stay in the Queen of Swords energy, that the isolated place, like a cold place or even dark in this particular deck, that will also have long-term consequences that you may not like, okay? So be aware of what you put on the scales of the justice. But justice also brings clarity, so it's still in line with the Queen of Swords, the clarity of mind. She cuts off any illusion, right? And she allows you to remain balanced between your mind and your heart. So you can still follow your mind with the Queen of Swords, but also allow yourself to follow the heart with the Lovers and keep them in perfect balance. Okay, and I think I'll leave the tarot there and I will put a couple angel kindness messages for you to close it off. But to sum up, there's some kind of an opportunity that is metaphorically called that dance in your reading. If you accept the invitation to that dance, you can transform your life into play. It may be an opportunity to travel, an actual adventure, a journey, a new job, a new relationship, whatever that is. If you allow yourself to move out from that isolated place and accept the invitation to some kind of community or relationship, you'll transform your life into more joyful, playful, but you can still remain balanced between your mind and your heart. So if you allow this to come into your life, you will not lose your mental stability, you will not break your values, if that's something that you are afraid of. Maybe you are just, I don't know, maybe you're very stuck on traditional ways of doing things and you're not open to allowing things to be done in a different way. Be more adventurous, be more open, be more playful. Don't be stiff. Keep your values, but allow yourself to be more open, to have fun. Open yourself to love. Perhaps the Queen of Swords is someone who has been hurt before, and so they're very guarded. And the Lover's card shows up and says, allow love into your life. Don't isolate yourself. Okay, this deck is making me work, so I'm just gonna pick the cards for you. This one flew out the deck and it says love is the answer. See, I cannot make this up. Allow yourself, allow love into your life. Love is the answer. It can be self-love. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be friendship. Did I read the message? No, I didn't. You are loved by many. Make them your focus. In this way you will find joy. I was so focused on the life. Love is the answer. You are loved by many. Make them your focus. In this way you will find joy. The next one says, be kind always, even when someone doesn't seem to deserve kindness. Be kind anyway, for you know not of their struggles. And the last one says, the path to joy begins with contentment. Take the first step. The path to joy, right, begins with contentment, begins with accepting the great invitation to dance. Sagittarius, I am wishing you a great fall season. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. As I said, you may want to come back to it as the fall season progresses. Please take care of yourself, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.